Welcome back to another video by Ghostly Gloom. Before we begin, I kindly request you to subscribe to Ghostly Gloom and hit the bell icon to receive more videos from us. After watching the video, please take a moment to like it and comment on how you felt while watching. Now, let's dive into the story. The night was dark, and an eerie silence hung over the small town of Ravensbrook. The full moon cast long, sinister shadows on the cobblestone streets as a chill wind rustled the autumn leaves. In the heart of the town, an old, decrepit mansion stood, abandoned for decades, with a dark history that sent shivers down the spines of the bravest souls. For years, the mansion had been the subject of countless legends and ghost stories. Local children dared each other to approach it, but none ever ventured too close. They spoke of strange, unexplained occurrences and a sinister presence that seemed to emanate from the crumbling building. Nobody in Ravensbrook knew the mansion's true story, and it was always the talk of the town during October, when the veil between the living and the dead was believed to be at its thinnest. It was on a fateful October night that Emma, a young and curious journalist, decided to uncover the truth behind the mansion's haunted reputation. Armed with her camera, notepad, and an insatiable thirst for adventure, she approached the ominous structure with trepidation, her footsteps echoing through the stillness of the night. The mansion's gates creaked open with a deafening groan, as though inviting Emma inside. She couldn't help but feel that the mansion was alive, its very walls watching her every move. She shivered, but her determination pushed her forward. As Emma entered the mansion, she was enveloped in darkness. She switched on her flashlight, its weak beam revealing a grand foyer with a decaying chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Dust-covered furniture stood frozen in time, a testament to the mansion's forgotten glory. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and every step echoed with a sense of dread. Ignoring the uneasy feeling in her gut, Emma pushed deeper into the mansion. Her footsteps echoed through the winding corridors, and she noticed the walls were adorned with portraits of stern-faced individuals who seemed to follow her with their cold, lifeless eyes. The atmosphere grew colder with each step, and she could hear faint whispers, as if the walls themselves held secrets. Emma finally reached a room that appeared to be a study. The walls were lined with shelves of ancient books, their leather-bound spines cracked and faded. One particular tome, prominently displayed, caught her attention. It was a journal, its pages yellowed with age. As she opened it, she realized it belonged to Edmund Ravensbrook, the original owner of the mansion. The journal chronicled the life of Edmund, a man obsessed with the occult and dark rituals. He spoke of summoning otherworldly beings and conducting experiments that defied the laws of nature. Emma's heart raced as she read about his descent into madness and his belief that he could unlock the secrets of immortality. Continuing her exploration, Emma stumbled upon a hidden chamber beneath the mansion. It was a dimly lit, subterranean lair filled with strange, macabre artifacts. Her flashlight revealed pentagrams etched into the floor, sinister symbols, and strange drawings that seemed to writhe with life. In the center of the room, an ornate altar stood, adorned with candles and sinister objects. Emma's heart pounded as she realized that this was the place where dark rituals had been performed. She could almost feel the malevolent energy that lingered in the air. Suddenly, the temperature dropped further, and the candles on the altar flickered. Emma's breath caught in her throat as a ghostly figure materialized before her. It was the apparition of Edmund Ravensbrook, his eyes filled with madness. "Who dares enter my domain?" he hissed, his voice sending shivers down Emma's spine. "I'm just a journalist seeking the truth," she stammered, her fear momentarily overshadowed by her curiosity. Edmund's spectral form circled her, and he began to recount his tale, a story of obsession and darkness. He had sacrificed the lives of innocent townsfolk in his quest for immortality, and their tormented spirits now haunted the mansion. As he spoke, the room filled with the anguished whispers of the restless souls. Desperation overcame Emma as she realized that she was trapped in a realm of the supernatural, unable to escape the clutches of the vengeful spirits. Edmund's ghostly figure grew more menacing, his intent clear: to add her to his collection of lost souls. With all the strength she could muster, Emma made a run for the exit, her heart racing as the mansion seemed to come alive around her. The wall shifted, and ghostly hands reached out, trying to drag her back into the depths of the mansion's darkness. As she burst through the front doors, gasping for breath, the mansion seemed to moan in defeat. The gate slammed shut behind her, sealing the building's sinister secrets once more. The restless spirits returned to their tormented slumber, and Edmund Ravensbrook's ghostly visage faded away. Emma stumbled away from the mansion, her camera and journal in hand, grateful to have escaped with her life. She knew that the truth she had uncovered was a story that could never be told, for the darkness of Ravensbrook Mansion was a secret that must remain buried. The next morning, the people of Ravensbrook awoke to find the mansion in ruins, its malevolent presence no longer haunting their town. As the sun broke through the clouds, the town seemed to breathe a collective sigh of relief, as though the horrors of the night before had been nothing more than a twisted dream. But for Emma, the memory of that fateful October night would haunt her for the rest of her days. The mansion had claimed its place as one of the darkest legends in Ravensbrook's history, a place of unspeakable horrors that would forever remain shrouded in mystery.